More than a week now after a woman kidnapped a young girl, we are hearing how the community helped find the suspect, thankfully. Thanks for watching tonight. I'm Phil Lipoff.
I'm Kim Christensen. Mariah Martinez faces kidnapping and child abuse charges. New court documents show how neighbors helped police. 9 News' Northern Colorado reporter Amanda Gilbert spoke to one of those neighbors.
Headlines like this could scare parents. A 3-year-old child being taken by a stranger. But the police affidavit that 9 News obtained today shows a neighborhood just checking in really helped in this situation. It can be important to look out for one another. That's what Julie Ecker did when she noticed a woman and child on her porch in Greeley last Monday.
I saw her come up and she kind of hesitated, and then she came up a little bit closer.
Julie thought they were a family.
She had no shoes. The kiddo did have shoes. And the kiddo seemed okay. I mean, a little bit tired, a little bit withdrawn. I guessed that she was 3. You know, she felt like that kind of age. I was just going along with it. She wasn't screaming or crying or arguing or anything.
Julie offered to help.
Is there anyone we can call? We can find you a bed for the night. And we said, well, we'll start making some calls. And that's when she was like, no, I don't need anything. And she left pretty quickly.
A police affidavit says the woman went to several other nearby homes.
So we were just trying to find her a place for the night. And then she knocked on another door and they were concerned. So they also called the police. Police were able to piece together that it was the missing kiddo.
Greeley police say Mariah Martinez is accused of taking a 3-year-old girl from an apartment complex about a 20-minute walk away. The affidavit says Martinez was in withdrawal from drugs. The suspect told police she had not used fentanyl in 4 days.
I saw the police drone. I'm like, oh, something bigger is happening.
Police say the community helped in this case.
My biggest takeaway was that we were all just trying to help a woman in need, you know, and a kiddo in need without even knowing that it was a bigger thing than it was.
The neighborhood watch was on it.
Not because we thought it was suspicious, just because we wanted to help.
And Julie's glad this child's back home safe.
Absolutely, yeah. She was found way faster that way.
In Greeley, Amanda Gilbert, 9 News.
Martinez is being held in the Weld County Jail. Court records show Martinez has a long criminal record, including previous cases related to theft, drugs, DUI, escape, and impersonation.
Our other big story of the day is the scorching heat. Temperatures back into the 90s again, and we could be talking about near record temperatures by tomorrow. All the hot and dry weather is once again elevating the fire danger across the state.
Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabin is here right now. Kathy, we could knock on the door of 100 degrees tomorrow.
Yeah, the warmest day of the week for sure, Kim. And we're still technically in spring. This is the last week of spring. Summer begins officially on Sunday with the summer solstice. Today, concerns for poor air quality. Not a lot of wind here at the surface, so high levels of ground ozone. And we'll see if that alert is reissued for tomorrow. It is beautiful on the eastern plains. This is our severe weather month where we typically are tracking severe thunderstorms every single day. So very unusual to have this hot, dry weather pattern, a lot of the snow melting in the high country. We are currently at 93 degrees in downtown Denver and at DIA, 98 at Rocky Ford, and 92 in Grand Junction. Humidity values are coming down. The wind is increasing, especially north from Buckeye up to Cheyenne and over Loveland Pass and Kenosha Pass. Red flag and fire weather warnings in effect for much of western Colorado, and we are thinking that Denver and the Front Range may be included in these fire advisories for tomorrow. Low 90s now, dropping into the low 80s, by about 10 o'clock tonight, so a warm evening coming up. Elevated fire danger, record highs possible tomorrow, and then some changes heading into the weekend. Father's Day on Sunday and also the summer solstice. I'll have that weekend outlook in just a bit.
Kathy, thank you. The Colorado Supreme Court ruled people have the right to exercise self-defense in the workplace. This case came after 72-year-old Marianne Moreno was fired from Circle K back in 2020. Moreno says she was working alone at a Circle K in Westminster when a man armed with knives came in behind the counter and attempted to steal some cigarettes. She claims she was trapped behind the counter and needed to defend herself. In the process, she made contact with her assailant. After reviewing security footage, Circle K managers say they did not believe she acted in self-defense. Circle K claimed she violated their don't chase or confront policy, and she was fired. We have reached out to Circle K for comment on this, not heard back just yet.
A judge has dropped the charges against the girlfriend of Broncos outside linebacker Jonathan Cooper. The woman was accused of damaging Cooper's phone in a domestic dispute a few weeks ago. According to an arrest affidavit, she admitted to throwing the phone across the room and damaging it, and he admitted to grabbing hers, biting it, and cracking the screen. This comes after prosecutors brought more serious charges against Cooper, including felony assault. He is also accused of harassing his girlfriend through a series of text messages, phone calls, and a visit to her home. Cooper is expected back in court tomorrow. Packed agenda for the Fort Collins City Council tonight. Council is expected to make a final decision on the city's use of flock cameras.
Yeah, and this follows weeks of public comment sessions dominated by residents who oppose the cameras. A flock has provided 15 automated license plate readers for Fort Collins Police, which have been in place for about a year now. Some residents have spoken out against flock, arguing that it creates a database of everyday movements of citizens. The cameras have been controversial in other cities like Denver. Critics question whether they could be used for immigration enforcement. Fort Collins police leaders have said flock is a powerful tool to solve crimes. Council is set to decide whether to continue the current contract with flock, which ends next year.
Council is also expected to vote on a resolution to support a train station for the incoming front rail passenger train. The service, named Colorado Connector, or COCO for short, will run from Fort Collins to Denver. Plans are to put that station near the Drake Max bus station because of its central location. Some council members, though, think it should be in Old Town, citing that would be in the heart of the city. Littleton City Council is also expected to make a decision on a COCO train station. They're debating integrating the station with the RTD mineral station.
Secretary of State Jenna Griswold is front-runner in the Democratic primary for Attorney General. She's been skipping public forums and is declining to appear here on 9 News to discuss her views and her record. There are other Democrats in the race for AG, all with deep legal experience. Atal Doshi is a former federal prosecutor who worked on cases against Google and Apple. She also prosecuted government corruption here in Colorado. Doshi says the AG's office shouldn't hesitate to take on the Trump administration, but pick battles wisely.
It's one of the first questions, and this is something that, as someone who has led inside the government, in my last role with the Department of Justice, I led teams of more than 800 lawyers and professional staff, and every day I had to make trade-off decisions. If I'm suing Google, that means there's another case that I might not be able to file. And so I think about this question of taking on Donald Trump precisely through this lens, because I will not have this administration and his cronies make sure that they set an agenda for us. It should be the other way around, which is why I've often said that Trump as a concept, as a person, as an administration, should not be the way that the Democratic Party should define our values.
Coming up next, on Next tonight at 6, hear from the 3 AG candidates on their top priority if elected. All 3 of their full unedited conversations with Kyle will be on the Next YouTube channel as well.